Becky here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the IWI CARMEL. I know that a lot of you guys were disappointed that I didn't include the KHAROD in the Stalker video. So, well, congratulations, you guys get your own video. So today we're going to be shooting it and comparing it to some other AR-18 derivatives. In 2014, IWI had a potential contract for a short-stroke gas piston .7.62 caliber firearm that could be effectively suppressed, and IWI began development on what would later become the CARMEL. In order to compete with other manufacturers like CZ and FN, IWI developed their own AR-18 derivative. However, this model would never make it to production, and the project was canned. In 2017, US IWI representatives took note of the previously abandoned project, and were able to get the okay from IWI in Israel to further develop the rifle. By 2019, IWI showcased a prototype to the press during ISDEF 2019, and by 2024, the firearm was released somewhat quietly on the US market. I honestly didn't see much press over it, but it does seem it gained a little bit of popularity when it was featured in the video game Stalker 2 as the KHAROD. Unlike other AR-18 derivatives on the market, the CARMEL seems to currently cater towards the US civilian market, and it doesn't look like any nation has adopted the CARMEL for any particular role. Considering how saturated the market is now in AR-18 derivatives, most nations have a massive array of proven designs, such as the SCAR, G36, CZ Bren, ACR, and so on. Like other AR-18 derivatives, the CARMEL is a very smooth shooting firearm. It features a gas regulator for suppressed use, allowing for more gas to vent forward and aiding in less gas in the operator's face, an AR-18 style BCG and recoil system, and a folding stock. The controls are very reminiscent of the AR-15, but fully ambidextrous. Compared to the CARMEL, the original CZ Bren S1, however, has easier to use controls in my opinion. The larger safety selector is easier to use, and the firearm is more simple in comparison, and weighs in a bit less. But where the CZ Bren shines the most is having the most buttery smooth action that God has graced this planet with. However, the CARMEL comes in at 1600 MAP, and this pricing puts it in direct competition with the CZ Bren 2 on today's market. The Bren 2 has all the nice things of the original Bren we talked about before, but its weight comes in at a full pound lighter than the CARMEL. Speaking of weight, the G36 is definitely the lightest AR-18 derivative we have here, as it uses mostly polymer construction. The controls on the G36 are larger and easier to use, and the balance of the firearm is excellent. However, the clones are a bit more expensive than the CARMEL, let alone a genuine H&K example. In terms of shooting, all three derivatives do feel like they shoot about the same, a flat shooting 5.56 firearm. One thing the CARMEL lacks the most over other varieties is a proven military track record, as it has not been adopted formally as of 2025. And I would almost be tempted to put it in the commercially made category with the PSA Jackal and the BRN 180. However, the CARMEL is made by IWI, and was originally developed with a military contract in mind. So I do feel like it's fair to put it in a class above civilian commercial production American-made AR-18 derivatives. But it doesn't have the iconic name of the G36, or the notoriety of the FN SCAR, nor the track record like the CZ 805 Bren. For now, it's just a cool gun in Stalker 2, and that's alright. And that was the IWI CARMEL. We do have on this firearm a Red Wind Red Dot, which is an Aimpoint Acro clone. We're going to be doing some torture testing on that in a later video, so stay tuned for that. We do have a section on our web store dedicated to firearms that inspired Stalker. If you're interested, please feel free to check that out. Well, that's it for now. See you next time.